What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Dr. Fields. And before we get into anything, man, make sure you like, subscribe, and drop a comment down below. Say what's up, say what you said in our mind. But hey, today we're getting into that triple OG, double OG George Carlin. When you guys told me to go check this one out, it's We Like War. Now, with everything going, got that Rona. It's on my throat. On a serious note. But have you been seeing the election? Like, what's been going on, man? Motherfuckers talking about, oh, voter fraud. Oh, no, it's not. He's like, oh, the government's corrupt. Oh, this and that. They're trying to take Trump out. Listen, y'all gotta understand something. The government has always been corrupt. And if they are voter frauding or whatever, I don't give a fuck anymore. I don't care. Then they're gonna do it. Like, we can't do shit. You gotta listen here. We are controlled by motherfuckers who are high in power, and they have whatever they say goes. So we can't win unless a good, reasonable person gets into power and fixes everything. But the likelihood of that happening are very slim. So let's just take our minds off of it and watch some George Carlin. So let's talk and we're watching it like always. Deep breath game, man. Like always, yo. All my George Carlin stands out there. Let's get into it.
Thank you.
Sniffing, coughing. Right here this time.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you
Shut up,
all.
my keys.
Thank you all. Thank you. And hello, New York. Hello, New York, and thank you.
New York.
Yeah. Okay. It's been a little while. It's been a little while since I've been here, and a couple of things have happened in that time. I'd like to talk a little bit about the war in the Persian Gulf.
Sheesh. I remember. But how's New York? Is it nice? Never been there. Always seen movies about it or around that location, but never been there. Definitely on the bucket list.
Big doings in the Persian Gulf. You know my favorite part of that war? It's the first war we ever had that was on every channel plus cable. And the war got good ratings too, didn't it? Got good ratings. Well, we like war. We like war. We're a warlike people. We like war because we're good at it. And you know why we're good at it? Because we get a lot of practice. This country's only 200 years old, and already we've had 10 major wars. We average a major war every 20 years in this country, so we're good at it. And it's a good thing we are. We're not very good at anything else anymore. Huh?
It's like this weird thing that you have to have power. Like, that's the best thing. It's like, yeah, power, conquer, take over. Like this whole, what is it? It's imperialism, isn't it? You know, when you, I don't know the definition on the top of my head. Actually, let's just look it up, bro. Because I'm kind of slow. Can't see the browser search history, you know. Can't put that P. No, I'm joking. Because I swear, I always say that. Yeah, policy influence. Okay. The military force. Sound familiar? Why do we got our military everywhere? I know you can be like, oh, well, we don't want to get attacked. We got to have a strong army. Listen, there's not many motherfuckers that can fuck with the U.S. I'm not trying to say that being cocky, but I wouldn't want to fuck with the Chinese or any other country's military. But, like, just don't go to war. Have the troops ready, have them trained, but don't do it. Just don't go to war.
Can't build a decent car, can't make a TV set or a VCR worth of fuck. Got no steel industry left, can't educate our young people, can't get health care to our old people, but we can bomb the shit out of your country, all right? We can bomb the shit out of your country, all right?
Facts.
Especially if your country is full of brown people. Oh, we like that, don't we? That's our hobby. That's our new job in the world, bombing brown people. Iraq, Panama, Grenada, Libya, you got some brown people in your country. Tell them to watch the fuck out, or we'll goddamn bomb them. Well, when's the last white people you can remember that we bombed? Can you remember the last white? Can you remember any white people we've ever bombed? The Germans, those are the only ones, and that's only because they were trying to cut in on our action. They wanted to dominate the world. Bullshit, that's our fucking job. That's our fucking job.
Yeah. Here.
Now we only bomb.
The Colgate Optic White Overnight Whitening Pen
Just got hit with the knife.
removes 15 years of stains in just
Bomb brown people. Not because they're trying to cut in on our action, just because they're brown. Now, you probably noticed I don't feel about that war the way we were told we were supposed to feel about that war, the way we were ordered and instructed by the United States government to feel about that war. You see, I tell you, my mind doesn't work that way. I got this real moron thing I do. It's called thinking. And I'm not a very good American because I like to form my own opinions.
Isn't that weird? I feel like it's this weird thing that if we go against, if you say something that it's against what America did as a whole, you're like, oh, you're a socialist, you're a communist, you're crazy anarchist. It's like, no, can we just sit down and think like, was bombing that place really necessary? Or do we need oil that bad? Like, what if you're gonna just bomb a place for oil? At least let the public know. Don't tell them you got mass weapons of destruction, and just lie to them. Like, come on, bro. Like we live in a weird world, man. Just lying, just straight up lying. I can't talk for the rest of the world, but we live in a world full of lies.
I don't just roll over when I'm told to. Sad to say, most Americans just roll over on command. Not me. I have certain rules I live by. My first rule, I don't believe anything the government tells me. Nothing. Zero. Nope. And I don't take very seriously the media or the press in this country, who in the case of the Persian Gulf War were nothing more than unpaid employees of the Department of Defense, and who most of the time function as kind of an unofficial public relations agency for the United States government. So I don't listen to them. I don't really believe in my country. And I gotta tell you folks, I don't get all choked up about yellow ribbons and American flags. I consider them to be symbols, and I leave symbols to the symbol-minded.
That's big. You see, okay, listen, I'm not calling out Trump supporters, but them motherfuckers be toting that flag like, hey, bitch. Biden supporters tote it too. I mean, Americans. Look, we're America. Tote the flag. But overly and aggressively. Like, you can't, like, it seems like you fucking jack off with that fucking flag tied around your neck, fucking giving you autoerotic asphyxiation. You know the fucking word. You know the word. But it's like, tone it down a little bit. Yeah, okay. You like America. We get it. But it's like, once you got it jamming it up your ass and shit, it's like, bro, whoa, chill out. We done some fucked up shit things too. And that's okay to admit. Because nobody's perfect. But turn a blind eye to it, you got a problem there.
I look at war a little bit differently. To me, war is a lot of prick waving, okay? Simple thing, that's all it is. War is a whole lot of men standing out in the field waving their pricks at one another. Men are insecure about the size of their dicks, and so they have to kill one another over the idea.
I'm weak.
That's what all that asshole jock bullshit is all about. That's what all that adolescent macho male posturing and strutting in bars and locker rooms is all about. It's called dick fear. Men are terrified that their pricks are inadequate, and so they have to compete with one another to feel better about themselves. And since war is the ultimate competition, basically men are killing each other in order to improve their self-esteem. You don't have to be a historian or a political scientist to see the bigger dick foreign policy theory at work. It sounds like this. What? They have bigger dicks? Bomb them! And of course, the bombs and the rockets and the bullets are all shaped like dicks. It's a subconscious need to project the penis into other people's affairs. It's called fucking with people.
Yeah. I never noticed that a lot of bombs are shaped, they got that pointy tip, that long, narrow, what is it, stem, I guess, and then the base kind of flares out. You'd have to be an idiot to say that's not a, reproductive organ. That's a dick. It's a dick.
So, as far as I'm concerned, that whole thing in the Persian Gulf was nothing more than a big prick-waving dick fight. In this particular case, Saddam Hussein had questioned the size of George Bush's dick. And George Bush had been called a wimp for so long. Wimp rhymes with limp. George has been called a wimp for so long that he has to act out his manhood fantasies by sending other people's children to die. Even the name Bush. Even the name Bush is related to the genitals without being the genitals. A bush is a sort of passive secondary sex characteristic. Now, if this man's name had been George Boner, well, he might have felt a little bit better about himself and we wouldn't have had any trouble over there in the first place. This whole country has a manhood problem. Big manhood problem in the USA. You can tell from the language we use. Language always gives you away. What did we do wrong in Vietnam? We pulled out. Not a very manly thing to do, is it? When you're fucking people, you gotta stay in there and fuck them good. Fuck them all the way. Fuck them till the end. Fuck them to death. Fuck them to death. Fuck them to death. Stay in there and keep fucking them until they're all dead. We left a few women and children alive in Vietnam, and we haven't felt good about ourselves since. That's why in the Persian Gulf, George Bush had to say, "This will not be another Vietnam." He actually used these words. He said, "This time we're going all the way." Imagine an American president using the sexual slang of a 13-year-old to describe his foreign policy. If you want to know what happened in the Persian Gulf, just remember the names of the two men who were running that war. Dick Cheney and Colin Powell. Somebody got fucked in the ass. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Another ad.
People are not asking the right questions. They're not asking the right questions because they kind of think they already.
Well, tell you what. Now, to balance the scale, I'd like to talk about some things that bring us together. Things that point out our similarities instead of our differences. Because that's all you ever hear about in this country is our differences. That's all the media and the politicians are ever talking about, the things that separate us, things that make us different from one another. That's the way the ruling class operates in any society. They try to divide the rest of the people. They keep the lower and the middle classes fighting with each other so that they, the rich, can run off with all the fucking money. Fairly simple thing, happens to work. You know, anything different, that's what they're going to talk about. Race, religion, ethnic and national background, jobs, income, education, social status, sexuality, anything you can do, keep us fighting with each other so that they can keep going to the bank. You know how I describe the economic and social classes in this country?
Damn, he was about to go off, but the video was about to end. So, hey man, that's the thing. That's the thing. If you're viewing this video, man, it's crazy because we have and had rich, famous people tell us what was going on at the top. They're fucking us. They have offshore bank accounts and they are just running the whole world. But then we choose to be like, conspiracy. Just a conspiracy theory. You don't know nothing. Motherfuckers are up there telling us this information. And you know what the fuckers do that are fucking us? You know what they do? They laugh because they're like, they will not believe you. They won't believe you. And guess what? Labeled as conspiracy theories, you know? It's fucking stupid. It makes so much sense if you just sit back and use your fucking brain. Motherfuckers who have a lot of money, they got equates to a lot of power. And if you have a lot of money, you can distribute that to things that favor in you. And then you're at the top, so you can literally be like, okay, how do we keep getting richer so we don't lose wealth? That's like, hello, this is just what they're fucking doing to us. And oh my god, bro, it's whatever. Fuck it, it's whatever. I'm done. Let me know what you guys think in the video in the comments down below. Say what's up, say whatever you choose, say whatever you want to, say whatever is on your mind. But hey, went on a tangent there. Appreciate you guys, love you guys, see you guys later. Peace.
Fuck her right in the pussy.